Hey guys, what's going on? And in today's video, I'm going to give you 10 tips when buying an investment condo or home. And I'm going to tell you why you want to maybe do a couple of these things early on in the process so they don't come back to hurt you in the end. I sell real estate from Clearwater Beach down to St. Pete Beach and all of St. Petersburg, and from Siesta Key up to Anna Maria Island. So stay tuned. My name is John Kinnunen, and I am with the Golf Coast is my home.com, brokered by eXp Realty. We've been selling real estate in this area for over 10 years now. If at any point during this video you have any questions about the real estate market here, feel free to send us an email or reach out to us through text message at 734-972-7388, or give me a call, or just use this website to contact us. So let's get started. The very first thing that you want to do is you want to start doing some research and make sure that you like the area that you're going to be purchasing in. Make sure it makes sense for you. A lot of people already know they want to retire here, or they've been coming here for years and years, and they just want a place to vacation and rent out. Sometimes some people want to just buy it just for another investment property to make income off of year round. So whatever your situation is, just make sure that you like the area that you're going to be purchasing in. The second thing that you want to do, you want to make sure that you actually run the numbers when you find a place that you like. Make sure you don't just get a pro forma. I always stumble over that word. That's just a guesstimate of what this property might be able to do. Actually do the numbers, see if the place has some rental history. If it does, that always makes it easier to, know what this property can do in the future. Just because they ran it that way doesn't mean you're going to run it that way. So when you look at somebody's numbers, take it with a grain of salt, so to say, because you might not ever use it. They might have used it 6 months out of the year. So it just depends. So make sure you run these numbers so that it's something that is going to benefit you. Whether it's you're just looking to break even on the deal so that you have a place to retire later on, or you want to break even so you have a place to vacation to. So just make sure that the numbers make sense for you. Number 3 is once you have this property, you want to keep it clean. You want to make sure that you use a company to clean your property in between guests, so that when the next guest shows up, this property is clean. Don't ever go into your property either after somebody has used it before the cleaning company comes. Just trust me on that. I mean, you might think I'm going to go in there and clean it, but trust me, you don't want to see what they've done to your place or how they've left it, because not everybody takes care of the property the way they should. The cleaning company needs to come in, take care of it, mop up the floor, do the dishes if they leave the dishes, throw the old food out, things like that. So make sure that this place is clean, because you want to get good reviews out there on the internet. And now the fourth thing that you want to do, and this is after you've already purchased your condo, is you want to leave bottles of wine or bottles of water, snacks there for when they arrive. Now think about it. Have you ever gone to a vacation rental where these things have happened? And if you have, how did you feel about it? Did you tell all your friends about it? Did you give them a good review? I mean, even if you don't drink wine, it's still a nice gesture. And people will go home and they'll tell all their friends about it, and they'll be like, you need to go here. Trust me, you will not have a problem renting your condo out if you do the little things like this. And make sure, if you're on a beach, have some beach toys for the kids. Have a beach cart so that they can put the things in there. And all these little things are going to help you in the long run. So just trust me on that, okay? And if you want more ideas, put it in the comments below that you would like some more ideas on what you should do to help get your condo rented more often. And now the fifth thing, this is after you've already purchased your condo, is you're going to want to shop around to different companies to run this condo. Either you're going to run it yourself, or you're going to have another company run it for you. And I highly suggest having a company run it for you, unless you're unless this isn't your first rodeo, so to say, and you have experience doing something like this. Otherwise, use a management company to run your condo for you for at least the first year. And after that, maybe take it on yourself and see how you like it. But shop around the companies. Don't go always with the lowest company. Don't go with the highest company either. Around here, you're going to find companies from anywhere between 3% all the way up to 20%, sometimes 30%. So just, and make sure, this is one question you want to ask. Are you going to charge me to use my own condo or my own home? I know that sounds like a silly question because you're like, why would they? But trust me, some condos do, because that's revenue out of their pocket. So they want to make sure that they're making money as well. So just ask that question up front. And before I forget, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but if you stay at the end, I'm going to give you a little bonus item on a little tip that's going to help you rent your condo more often and for the most amount of money possible. But if you want our guide to buying your first investment condo, put it in the comments below and we will get that out to you. And be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to get more Clearwater Beach and surrounding area real estate content. So that takes us to number 6. Number 6 is take into account when you're running your numbers that you're going to have to pay for the electrical, you're going to have to pay for the high-speed internet, the linens, the plates, the pots, the pans, the silverware. So a lot of times people want to look for condos that are being sold fully furnished. Trust me, that happens a lot down here, or a home being sold fully furnished so that you don't have to go out and purchase all these things. Number 7 is make sure you're working with somebody that knows the area, because say that you come to me and you say, hey, I have a $500,000 budget. I want to have ocean view. I want to be able to rent it when I want to rent it. And I say, look, those things, you might not be able to get all those things in Clearwater Beach, because Clearwater Beach has certain rules and regulations. There's only about 3 places there that allow you to rent whenever you want to rent them. And 2 of them are just being built right now. Those 2 are both condo hotels. Those condo hotels are unique, though they're not traditional condo hotels. If you want more information about those condo hotels, reach out to me. But I might tell you, hey, look, let's go look down in Indian Shores. Let's look at Madeira Beach. Let's look down in the Keys area, the Siesta Key area. Let's go. Lido Beach really doesn't have too many 1 to 7 day rentals, and Anna Maria Island is more homes, so you can get away with more down there, but we just have to make sure that the ordinances don't interfere with what you want to do. So that's why it's important to have somebody that is knowledgeable about the area. So, and a lot of people freak out too when they realize that they can't rent their condo exactly whenever they want, that they have rules and regulations. We'll get into that a little bit more in another step here. Number 8 is financing. Financing, you're going to want to do this earlier rather than later, because if you fall in love with a place and you come to find out that you can't afford it, it's going to really hurt you, because you've already figured out all the numbers, you've gone through all the other steps, and now you get to financing, you're like, oh crap, I should have done this earlier. So make sure you take care of that up front. If you're doing a loan, a lot of times they don't like to loan on the 1 to 7 day rentals because of the high turnover rate. One thing you need to consider is we are seeing more conventional loans where you have to put 25 to 30% down. So just make sure you reach out to your bank and you get that squared away up front, because that is a very, very important step. Number 9 is the association rules. Make sure that you are okay with the rules that are in place. If you have pets, tell your real estate agent up front, because it hurts you so much when you get through the process. The real estate agent is like sending you properties and you're looking, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I love this property. Does it take pets? Make sure you cover that up front, because not all places allow pets. And that was a shocker to me when I first started doing this, because to me, I'm an animal person. I'm like, who the heck wouldn't love animals, right? Well, it's a liability issue for the HOA. It's say that animal bites somebody or something like that. Just like washer and dryers aren't allowed in every single unit. Like, that's surprising. That a lot of them only allow them on in a certain area on every floor. Okay, because they're afraid of flooding issues and things like that. And this is also where I want to talk to you about the 1 to 7 day rentals. If that's something that you're looking for, like I said, there's not very many places in Clearwater Beach, but as you come down, you might be able to find a place like that. And if you want to be in that $500,000 price range, you're not going to have direct view of the Gulf of Mexico. You might be across the street, or you might be looking at another building, but you'll be able to walk out your door and be right there. If you want to get Gulf view, you're looking anywhere between, I want to say, $600 to $1 million is right where you want to be. And the lower end on that spectrum, you're usually going to be in a bidding war. And I do have a video on navigating through the different multiple bid situation. I'm going to put that down in the comments below. And that takes us to number 10. If you want to know more information about how this area really rents out when you're early on in the stages before you found a local person that has knowledge of the area, you can go to AIRDNA. Just Google AIRDNA, and they have a free version and they have a paid version. This takes information from Airbnb and all these other sources, and it will tell you how well that area rents out. And the free version is going to give you plenty of information. The paid version gives you information that is even hard for me to understand, and I do this for a living. So just stick with the free version. And here is the bonus item that I told you about. Once you've purchased your condo or your home, make sure you get professional photos done, and make sure you get drone footage. Those are two things that are going to help you rent your condo or home for the most amount of money and more often. When you go online and you start looking at these vacation rentals, how many people go and check out the vacation rental before they actually go there? Not many. A lot of people are deciding on photos of this area or of the unit itself. So it helps to get, videos in there, as well as the area, the different beaches, the things to do. Make sure you have a list of, the places to eat. And trust me, even do like a rainy day. If there's a rainy day, these are the things to do, kind of a list. But maybe have that list inside your condo unit or home, so when people get there, that's just another tip, another little trick that when they go home, they're going to tell all their friends and family about. And they're going to give you good reviews that way as well. I hope you guys all got some value out of this video. If you did, down in the description, there's going to be other videos on buying and selling in the Clearwater Beach and surrounding area. Feel free to check those out. And remember, guys, if you're thinking about buying or selling in the Clearwater Beach or surrounding area, feel free to shoot us a text at 734-972-7388 or give us a phone call. Until next time, guys, have an awesome week. Talk to you guys later. Bye.